1713. On the ship Henrietta Marie, chained Africans crossed the Atlantic with no room to stand. Many died before land appeared. Their bodies were thrown into the ocean behind the ship. The ocean saw.
Listen to this closely.
This happened to your bloodline.
This was planned for profit.
Your ancestors still survived it.
The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. From the 1500s to the 1800s, European ships crossed West Africa, Portugal, Britain, Spain, France, and the Netherlands built this trade. They bought and kidnapped African people for labor in the Americas. Historians estimate that 10 to 12 million Africans survived the crossing. Millions more died before reaching shore. People were taken from Angola, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, and Congo. Many were marched hundreds of miles to slave ports and chains. At ports like Elmina, Castle, and Bonny, families were separated forever. The crossing became known as the Middle Passage. Ships packed human beings below deck like cargo. Some ships held more than 400 people at once. The British ship Brooks became famous for how tightly people were packed. Men, women, and children were chained together for weeks or months. Many could not sit upright. Disease spread fast in the heat below deck. Dysentery, fever, dehydration, and starvation killed thousands. Women were sexually abused by crew members during the voyage. Some captive jumped into the ocean rather than live in slavery in 1781. The crew of the slave ship zoned threw more than 130 Africans into the sea for insurance money. The owners went to court demanding payment for the murdered people. Olaudah Equiana wrote about the smell, the chains, and the screaming in his 1789 book. Your ancestors lived through organized torture, created for money.
Do not look away from this history.
They counted black bodies as cargo.
But your ancestors kept fighting. The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. The Middle Passage helped build the economies of Europe and America. Sugar plantations in the Caribbean depended on enslaved labor. Cotton plantations in the American South depended on enslaved labor. Banks, shipping companies, and insurance firms made fortunes from slavery. Cities like Liverpool and Bristol grew rich from slave voyages in the United States. Slavery expanded after the invention of the cotton gin in 1793. By 1860, nearly 4 million enslaved black people lived in America. Congress banned the importation of enslaved Africans in 1808. But slavery continued inside the country. Children were still sold away from parents at auctions. Black families were still whipped, branded, and controlled by force.
What up, people? We are back on that shit. Just a reminder, man. Just so nobody got it fucking twisted right now. You know, we're getting ready to hit 250 years in this American experiment, and America is continuing to slide towards autocracy. But it is what it is. We have to be ready to do what we need to do to defend our way of life. Open fucking corruption, continues to happen out here. I seen Uncle Ruckus ass slinking around where the Republicans are at. Understand that Uncle Ruckus is the greatest sellout in American history. And so when I'm talking about Uncle Ruckus, I mean Clarence Thomas, period. I don't know what the hell's going on with my other damn phone. Hold on, guys. I don't know what is up with that damn thing. Why the hell that camera keep cutting in and out? But let me see if I could change something here. I don't know why the hell that damn camera's cutting in and out on that damn on my other one. I don't know what's up, guys, on my Substack. My Substack camera is malfunctioning, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why the hell it keeps cutting off? But let me see. Nope. All right, we'll give that a minute, guys. If it doesn't jump out, guys, you're gonna everybody on Substack. I'm gonna need you to jump to either my Twitch channel. That's gonna be US Army Overlord. Or if you guys want to see me on YouTube, I'm by the same title there. That's as Substack, Union Gang HQ. And if you want to jump in on the phone, I am on my US Army Overlord account on TikTok. But I don't think that camera's coming back, man. Damn. That is too bad. Maybe that Note 20 reaching its limit. But no, I just think it's probably some issues with Substack right now. That's too bad the damn camera's not working. What the fuck is that about? Yeah, all right, I'm playing with it. It's back up and now, but guys, obviously that picture's gonna be jumping in and out. So I just play it by ear and see how that goes. Share that live out. Let people know that we're back here and we're gonna chop it up. It's gonna be a hell of a week, guys. I was gonna stay my ass home because it's gonna be record-breaking temperatures, but there's some things I need to attend to. So it's going to be an interesting week, and I'll just leave it at that for the moment. But as we approach the 4th of July, I've made a decision. I am going to head to Philadelphia. There's a big anti-government veterans rally there, and I want to be a part of that. So I'm going to head up there. My battle buddy, me and Jolly go tag team on that shit out there towards the 4th of July. So I will be in Philly for that shit. And everything else, guys, we will play it by ear. But remember, guys, this is going to be a fucking heat wave. Make sure you're well hydrated. You're going to be out and about. Have contingency plans. Know your symptoms of, heat cramps, heat exhaustion, heat stroke. Because when you start getting above 100 degrees, people start dying and shit. So you've got to be, prepared. But I gotta do what I gotta do. If these guys are gonna be making some of the sacrifices I think they're gonna be making, I'm damn sure gonna make sure I'm there to do my part as well. So that's it. It's gonna be an active week for me. So I don't know. Tomorrow I'll probably still be live, but after that, it's gonna be touch and go. Of course, if I have an opportunity to go live from the field, I will. And then we'll see what platform I'm probably use. It's probably gonna be that. Yeah, make sure you guys, put in electrolytes, all that good stuff. So without any further ado, guys, let's start chopping it up for the night. Hey, since you guys are back over here on my in the Antifa War Room, I'm gonna show you the videos I didn't get a chance to show you guys last time we went live. All right, this first one is a damn good prank. So I'll let you guys see it real quick.
I've changed.
Fuck you, man. I don't have money.
Listen, I've never seen people make my friends so hard. Grab like some mummy dust and hit him in the back. People took off, man, running. Listen, they did not look around. They were straight running. They didn't look back, man. Hey, like what God told Lot, don't look back and shit. That's how they was running. That's how hard they was running. They didn't want none of that voodoo powder on their ass, man. They took off running hard. Listen, they didn't even get a chance to tell them it was a prank. Man, he threw that fucking dust. They wasn't asking no questions. They was like this, man. Elbows and assholes in the wind, man. So that shit was hilarious. Plus, y'all stick around, man. We got Jake Lane. He got another beatdown video coming out of LA. We're gonna jump in that after this video right here because this old lady's pretty funny. I like how she beating the fuck out this Trump doll.
A few minutes back, I said I couldn't touch the Orange Menace again. I couldn't hurt him. I couldn't hit him. I couldn't kick him. I couldn't shake him.
Yeah,
well, that's gone because he keeps blaming the Democrats for that goddamn mistake he's made. in the reflection pool. You know, where the blue paint keeps peeling off, and he wants to arrest people for picking up a piece of it when his ass is the reason why it's peeling.
That's how you whoop
What
ass
else
while you're
has he
talking to
done this week? I don't know. It's hard to tell. He's such a miserable piece of shit. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday come and go without much trouble. I've had enough. This is Buzzy B. Teacher, comedic satirist, speaking about the Orange Menace and hoping
Buzzy B.
against
Teacher.
hope. He's almost gone.
All right, PR. Hey, I'll run that first video back again for y'all. Y'all can check it out. Then we'll get into Jake Lang beatdown.
Off change.
Fuck you, man. I don't have money.
Yeah. They was out. They wasn't black, but they was out. They was not fucking around. They was not fucking around. He took off. Listen, I couldn't even catch him. They was in the win. They was in the win. All right, guys. Without any further ado, y'all know Jake Lang has been an absolute ass, to put it mildly. He's a provocateur out here talking mad shit. He sees himself as some kind of Christian crusader, but he's soft as baby shit. The boy, I'm gonna put a compilation together this week, man. Him getting his ass kicked. He got his ass kicked in Minneapolis. Got beat. He got the brakes beat off of him. He got banned in Texas from coming back to Texas. Now he went down there to the West Coast. I got 6 minutes of his ass getting the streets. The streets came for his ass in California. And I'm gonna let y'all catch that shit right now. This shit is good, man. So get your popcorn, get your snacks, and watch this damn. Oh, wait up. Before that, hold on. Let me show y'all my quickest remix, man, to my Karen video. So people talk about, oh, Timu Pauladine. Let me run her real quick, then we jump into Jake Lang. Listen, you already admitted to saying nigger. You a racist.
You call me racist.
Oh, you are racist. You are racist. Shit. I'm sorry. You are racist.
And that's okay.
Get her ass back up off me. Left hand action, baby. Sit back and right back to it. Hey, fuck off this shit. Now, you want to play games? Lay your ass there and think about it. Stupid bitch. Hey, that's it. Hey, if you didn't know, now you know. I match and exceed energy. All right, let's get into Jake's ass kicking. Look at him. They on his ass. Already. They snatching the fine food and shit. They all over his ass. He out in the street, my man on his ass right now.
Yeah, we got the dams here.
What was you thinking, bro? Old girl about to get on his ass with that speaker too while they going to his ass. Just punching the jaw twice. He's soft as baby shit. Look at him, man. His old boy got knocked to the ground. He's stepping on the side, man. He's stepping on the side he had. Talking about black parents are failures. He must want his ass kicked, right? You walking around with signs talking about black parents are failures. So, what's that shit? Look at him, got kicked in the ass. They going to his ass, man. They fucking him up. They fucking him up. Hey, welcome to the West Coast. Welcome to the West Coast, man. They're going to his ass right now. Hey, he's down to his last black parent sign. They about to get that off. Other dudes catching that smoke too. Hey, he get welcome to the West Coast, dude. They on his ass right now. Listen, chicks getting mixed in. Everybody get the beat down, man. They throwing bottles on this shit, splashing him with water. Hey, he getting his ass wore out, bro. I love this. They like flies on shit. Look at him, man. Hey, girl took his last sign. She took his last sign from him and shit. Now he can't got the sign. He out there at that fucking body over no place with his dumb ass. Get your popcorn. Yeah. Listen, they should have blazed him up some more. Because Indian that fucking Minnesota had him leaking out of his head. He should have been leaking a little more, man. I mean, he stay getting his ass kicked, man. She talking mad shit to him. She on his ass, that megaphone. Yeah, his little entourage ain't ready, man. What the fuck was he thinking, bro? You took your ass way to California to get beat. He must be a fan or something. Who the fuck is out there getting that much shit and not getting arrested? Now they throwing cones at him and shit, putting cones on his head. So Jake Land is provocateur, man. He's been starting shit like all year. Last year, you see himself at the Christian Crusaders. Super racist, Islamophobic, as you can see, but he good at running. Right? Hey, that bitch run like no other. As you can see, he running again. They swarming his ass.
Bitch, you come out here!
Look at me on his ass, man. He ripped the patch off his fucking body. Oh, fuck, I didn't even see that part. He ripped the patch off his body armor. Splashing with water, they going through his ass, man. Jake Lang getting his ass beat out there in California. They popped him in the head with the cone again, so that's it. Listen, that's how you supposed to do it. That's right. Hey, that's the fuck you get, bro. You damn right. My man that you a defender. Hey, that's the standard. Go to his ass. If you so superior, you supposed to be able to fight that shit off. Hey, it's on the internet. Yeah, if you type Jake Lane beat down, it's probably on YouTube. There's a few places that's out there right now. Circulating on TikTok. I got the 6-minute version. They on his ass, bro. As you can see, she on his ass, that megaphone. She is not letting up. Yeah, that's it. TikTok, I see it. TikTok, yeah, that's it. That's the one on his ass, man. Look at a man swarming his ass. Cop was like, man, what the fuck's that shit? Listen, my girl, that megaphone, she is not backing down. She on his ass the entire time. He got some little shitty little details trying to protect them. They're not doing well though. They got swarmed. Yeah, on his ass. He stay running, man. I'm telling you, Jake stay running, man. Hey, that white boy can run, bro. He stay running, man. He should be in track and field. It's what he be running. Everybody beat his ass. Everybody beat his ass. So he jumped back to the vehicle. He jumped back in the back of the vehicle.
He running! He running!
Stay on his ass. He in the back out there in front of the vehicle. Now he's taking off again. It's just some more water wear out. Hit him face and slide.
He's running! He's running!
I told you, man. Listen. So if y'all want a good stress reliever, man, watch him get beat down. He got his ass beat down in Minneapolis too. Now Minneapolis was great. Minneapolis, they was feeding his ass to the crowd. He had, hey, listen, my man was out there, the buck dance trying to save his ass. He was leaking on the back of his head. Old boy caught his ass. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He stay getting his ass kicked. This white boy, man, he get his ass beat on camera. Like, I think that's what he kind of does it for. He has like this humiliation kink. He stay getting his teeth kicked in. I'm here for that. This is how you deal with them racist demons, man. Yeah. They want that shit, man. Like, dude, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get run up on. Show us how superior he is, how many knuckles he can eat. Chicks getting in, kicks, man, kicking them on the ass. I'm here for it. I think he likes it too, because who goes there to start that much shit and always be running? Hey, eventually he may get that Kirk treatment. He may get it. One can only hope. One can only hope, man. But I was enjoying that damn beatdown. Now, Germany just got eliminated from the World Cup. So, you know, my wife is kind of hot about that. But they played their ass off, man. Damn good game, but they got eliminated. Speaking of World Cup, man, you know, let's get into it.
The World Cup is the most watched sporting event on Earth. And if you know how to read it, it's also the most comprehensive map where slavery and colonialism actually went. Have you realized that there's no black players on the Argentinian team? Well, there's a reason for that. Take a look at France. 21 of their 26 players are of African descent. England, 15, the Netherlands, 14, Belgium and Germany, 9 each. 12 of America's 26 players are black, the product of one of the most successful settler colonial projects to enslave black people. Brazil's entire starting lineup descends from the 4.9 million Africans who were enslaved and brought to that country, the largest destination of the entire transatlantic slave trade. Haiti was at the World Cup, a nation whose people were forced to pay France reparations for their own freedom for 122 years, and Curacao, an island of 150,000 people, qualified for the first time in history. That island was a regional hub of the Dutch Atlantic slave trade. Most of their squad grew up in the Netherlands, the colonizing country, because that's where the opportunity was. That's not diversity, it's displacement.
Hold on, somebody got a question. You want to know the difference between Antifa and the Powerpuff Boys? Well, I can tell you. The Powerpuff Boys are closeted homosexuals who are white supremacists. Right? Their ass could not hold the Capitol. They got rolled up. They got convicted of this conspiracy, and fucking Trump released them. And anti-fascists are against this fucking government. I hope that helps.
On a pitch, every team tells you which empire moved which people and where they ended up. You can reverse engineer the entire history of Western colonialism just from the squad list. But then there's Argentina. Argentina doesn't have a single black player on their squad. People treat that like it's a coincidence, and it's not. It's the outcome of a deliberate government-executed program to erase black people from the nation. In 1800, black people were more than 1/3 of Argentina's population, 69,000 people out of 187,000. In less than a century, that number was so decimated that by 1875, the Argentine government didn't even bother counting African descendants in the national census. Think about how intentional that has to be. President Domingo Faustino Sarmiento, who served from 1868 to 1874, was a fervent white supremacist who openly wrote about his desire to eliminate black people from Argentina. He segregated black communities from white ones, denied them infrastructure and healthcare, and sent them to die on the front lines of military campaigns. He imprisoned them on fabricated charges. He executed them. While he was doing all of that, Argentina's 1853 constitution was actively recruiting white European immigrants from Italy and Spain to replace them. Erase black people, import white ones, call yourself a European nation in South America. That was the architecture of what Argentina was trying to do. And what makes it more sinister is they stole the culture before they buried and killed black people. Shocker, right? Tango, the dance that we all know from Dancing with the Stars, which is Argentina's most celebrated export, comes from black people. The thing that they sell to the world as the soul of their identity was created by enslaved Africans. The word tango itself comes from the gathering places where black Argentines met and danced. The candombe, the African drum tradition brought over through the slave trade, is the rhythmic foundation of the entire genre. Black composers wrote the first tangos, black musicians built the form, and then once it became popular, once Paris fell in love with it, Argentina's ruling class stripped it of its black origins, sanitized it for high society ballrooms, and declared it a symbol of European sophistication. They killed the people, they kept the music, then they claimed the music was never black. A former president of Argentina, Carlos Menem, once said publicly, in Argentina, blacks do not exist. That is a Brazilian problem. A sitting head of state said that out loud. So when you look at the World Cup and you see Argentina is the only squad out of 48 with no black players, understand what you are actually seeing. Every other team is evidence of what colonialism did. It moved black people around the world through slavery and forced migration, and their descendants now play football for the nations that displaced them. Argentina is evidence of what colonialism intended. The complete removal of black people from the national story. The all-white squad isn't an anomaly, it's the goal. It's what every other colonizing nation wished they could do as cleanly. They built their entire national identity, their pride, their exceptionalism, their whole we're the Europeans of South America mythology on graves. And every 4 years, they show up to the World Cup and play like none of it ever happened. Ask the question as to why there's no black players on Argentina's team, even though they're a settler colony in the Americas. Racism. Anti-black racism. Stay black, stay blessed.
There you go, man. And so that's what America wants, right? They want to be that, but it's not going to happen. We, unfortunately, like I said, for them, we built this bitch. And so we're not going anywhere. No matter what the weak ass Supreme Court says, no matter how many executive orders, no matter what ICE does out here, no matter how much money pump into this shit, we're not going nowhere, man. They're just going to fuel that divide, and that's how it's going to be. But we're not going nowhere. What we need to do is get rid of whiteness. Needs to die in America. Period. That shit needs to go away. It needs to go away and die 1,000 deaths. And I'm here to do my part to break that shit. But since we talk about history, let's get into some more of that.
Republicans freed the slaves. Wait, hold up. That's not right. Let me do that over. Black Republicans freed the slaves. Folks are always talking about Republicans freeing the slaves, but they always omit the black part. And I want to know, why is that? Because we spend so much time talking about Abraham Lincoln and not enough time talking about Frederick Douglass and the black Republicans of that time, the Douglas Republicans. Frederick Douglass was maybe the most famous black man in the world in the 19th century, having escaped from slavery in 1838 in Maryland. Frederick Douglass yielded a lot of power surrounding the conversation on slavery, and he used that power to hold Abraham Lincoln's feet to the flames for the entirety of the Civil War, leading to Lincoln's assassination. Douglass openly criticized Lincoln despite not having any position in government. That was incredibly powerful for a black man to criticize the president in the 1860s. Douglass and Lincoln had a very complicated relationship, but ultimately Lincoln would seek Frederick Douglass's advice and other black Republicans on how they could win the war and make sure that Abraham Lincoln also won the election of 1864. It was black progressive Republicans like Frederick Douglass and Robert Smalls who ultimately convinced Abraham Lincoln that in order to win the Civil War, black men needed to be able to fight for the Union Army. And the rest is history.
And that's facts on facts on facts, man. So as you can see, it took stuff from both sides to fight. It wasn't like these guys was doing this shit out of the goodness of their heart. And damn it, I forgot to put this other damn video up. Ain't that a bitch? Stand back and stand by. I damn sure wanted to cover that video. I fucking missed one. I want to do one about a video I dropped earlier talking about that dumbass from Carville, James Carville, racist ass. What he's talking about wanting to do down there because he's mad because socialism, socialist candidates are winning. And I guess he got a problem with that. He over there on Fox Fake News. A lot of those fake ass Democrats are on Fox News. And if you on there, he talking shit. That's why I want to get the video of me eating his ass up. But I'm gonna have to do something, do that. Hold on, guys. Let me jump on my video, upload that shit. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on, TikTok. Be right back. Let me get this shit uploaded. Fuck it. Where is that bitch at? Give me that motherfucker. All right. All right, I'm in the process of uploading that bad boy. Hey, if you love Huey, I got him right here. Union Gang Store. Union Gang Store. And if you guys are on my in the Antifa War Room, I will go back to that one again. I got a bunch of these shirts. I got this shit in all colors. These bad boys go up to 6XL, and you get them all colors. But yeah, you know I'm on that Huey P shit because I believe in matching and exceeding energy. But yeah, listen, this guy is sorry, man. Carville been out there showing his ass. Buck dancing ass. Van Jones, the Kunesian. He was showing his ass because all Madani picks got elected to Congress. And so they're mad about that shit. They're mad. They're not fighting against fascism. They're mad about socialism. And if you're sitting on Fox fake ass news, that let me know that you're racist. If you're not in that bitch eating them up and attacking white supremacy head on, then you complicit. Yeah, he's sorry, man. He's sorry. That's why I was like, fuck all them dudes. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. They've got to go. They've got to go. I mean, imagine the fact that he's talking about unseating somebody or making. Listen, what's so racist about what he said? He said, don't seat them. Now, who did that shit? Racist ass white man. Didn't want to seat people. So, what a shit show. Let me see if that shit's uploaded yet. Give me a sec. Let me get up in here. Let me see if I can jump in here real quick. See if that shit uploaded. I will come back in here and refresh this shit and find out. It's not there yet, so we give it some time. While we are waiting. But let's jump into the next video while we wait. All right, let's go get into these weaponization of the laws and what's happening down here in Texas and how they're going to use that to attack people in multiple states.
Texas man just got sentenced 30 years in federal prison for moving a box of magazines and pamphlets and being an anti-ICE activist. Think about this. In the country that love to talk about how guns don't kill people, people kill people, they believe that pamphlets and magazines automatically make you a terrorist. Daniel Estrada is a 39-year-old artist, a father, a husband, a teacher, and a poet that just caught 30 years in federal prison. And for folks in the back, Daniel wasn't even at the protest, y'all. The protest that's being criminalized and him being proximity to, he wasn't there. He wasn't a shooter. He wasn't throwing nothing at nobody. He didn't set off nothing. And all he did was move a box, his own box full of his own zines, pamphlets, political literature, the exact kind of speech that's supposed to be attacked, that's supposed to be protected by the First Amendment. Then it gets even worse because the math ain't math in this country. The man who actually shot the officer in the neck, he got 100 years. But Daniel, who carried a cardboard box from one house to another, he got 30 years. His wife, Marciella, who was at the protest, but the government ain't say that she fired or shot, she got 70 years. And now their teenage daughter is living with relatives. Two things can be true. An officer getting shot is serious, and handing a poet 30 years for his own pamphlets is very fashy-washy, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But on that tip, fuck a slave catcher. All right, let's continue.
Matter of fact, one could say it's even unconstitutional. One would even say that the United States federal government has justified themselves going and invading other countries based off what's happened to Daniel right now. Matter of fact, if this was 2003, goddamn, America would have to invade itself for the shit that it's doing to its citizens right now. Y'all know the saying, every accusation is confession. The judge ain't even hide, y'all. He said in the sentences, he wants to send a message to anyone that shared a similar ideology. Just admit it, this ain't justice, Ken folks. This is punishing people for having morals and ethics of what they call being woke. You can't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. They want us to believe the law is neutral. A view from nowhere, but locking up a man for 30 years over a box of his own ideas is a view from somewhere. It's a view from white supremacist imperialist propaganda, and it's what y'all need to read. They don't watch their playbook. They designated Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization just for them to inscribe it on whoever they don't like, except it's not a domestic terror list to put you on there, LOL. They charged Daniel under a memo they wrote after Charlie Kirk got popped. They told a jury that wearing all black and using Signal on the app and half of us got on our phone is support to say they are tied to terrorism. They lost in the sauce on purpose. Now let's say the quiet part out loud. These sentences are longer than anybody who got caught storming the actual Capitol on January 6th. Make it make shit crazy, huh? In conclusion, evil people ain't never gave a damn about how to archive. Remember them. Remember that. Education is elevation.
Straight up. And you can see what they're doing. They're out here to punish people. Right? Texas is corrupt as fuck. They don't give a fuck about the rule of law. Hot Wheels pardoned killers. He pardoned the dude who smoked the dude in that BLM thing protest. Daniel Perry. His ass was sentenced to 25 years by a jury of his peers for murdering a guy, bragging to Trump on Twitter that he wanted to do it. And then went and done it. Left the damn base to go do it. They take care of each other. And then, like I said, but once again, if someone is hitting you with a 100-year sentence, then why would you not go after high-level targets? There is no deterrent. The whole purpose of coming out and giving people harsh sentences is supposed to match the crimes. Like if you assassinate, heads of state, or take out other people, or take out, loads of people. That's what the law is supposed to be for. But of course, they weaponize that shit against people. And you can see it right here. They've been weaponizing that shit against black people forever. Since this country made laws, they've weaponized them against black people. Now everyone else is starting to see it because they're doing it in 4K to hold on to power. All right, now this video with James Carville, weak ass. I think that shit's ready. Let's take a look at it. And it is. Let's get it.
I think that the congressional Democrats should seat her as a member of the Democratic Party. You can't kick her out of Congress. She was voted, but she doesn't have to be in the Democratic caucus. I don't have anything in common with Miss Chevalier, and I really don't want to be in the same party she's in.
I don't have anything in common with James Carville because he's a motherfucking racist. Imagine saying that the Democrats should not seat someone who won a fucking election. You know who did that shit? Racist ass white people, right? Especially down there in motherfucking Louisiana. Where you from there, Carville? They did not want to seat black congressmen when they won their fucking elections. Imagine saying some racist shit like this. If you got more energy to attack socialism than you do to attack fascism, then you're fucking complicit in white supremacy. These type of Democrats must fucking go away forever. I don't know who is still fucking with that old racist ass boomer, but they have to go away. The Democrats claim to have such a big fucking tent. I'm not seeing it. It seems like you motherfuckers are just controlled opposition at this point. If you're not out here in these fucking streets actively fighting against fascism, then what the fuck are you doing? All that performative shit with his ass yelling, I got Trump derangement syndrome. Man, sit your old racist ass down somewhere, man. Still around this motherfucker, man? Imagine going up here to fucking Fox News. The most racist fucking... You damn right nobody should be elected on race. So why the fuck is Trump in there? Why is Donald Trump in office if nobody should be elected by race? Donald Trump ass damn sure wasn't qualified ever to be president. He there because he's rich and white. That's why Donald Trump is there. Pete Hegseth is a motherfucking rapist. A Fox News host who got more experience raping women than he does leading soldiers. And that's why he's so fucking bad at it. That's why. Fucking news program in American history and saying you don't want somebody being seated. That's how far they willing to go. Them motherfuckers don't want no change, man. They don't want to change. If the Democratic Party is unable to handle socialism, then the Democratic Party should cease to fucking exist. We need to break this two-party system up anyway. Fuck this stranglehold. What have these motherfuckers done besides have a fucking 250-year tug of war? Fuck them.
I will never support the fucking Republican Party again. And the Democrat Party's on thin ice.
He gone already, Bounce.
Get these motherfuckers out of here. Get him out of here. Get fucking weak ass Featherman. That bitch is MAGA anyway. Get his weak ass up out of there. All of these so-called.
Hold on. We got a Trumper crying in the fucking comment section in my damn YouTube. So tell me one policy that made your life better and go. Name one policy that Trump has passed in his second term that directly made your life better. Okay. I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. He talking about Obama and shit. Because your ass is racist. Period.
Called centrists ain't nothing but fucking right-wingers. That's all they are. Fucking capitalists. And remember, boys and girls, the only good Nazi is a dead motherfucking Nazi. And whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy.
So cry harder, demons, right? Y'all, like I said, all y'all got is motherfucking racism. And y'all always talking about the queer community, but who the fuck crashed Grindr again? Because y'all love the dick. Right? Don't sit here and be no motherfucking hypocrite, man. Y'all love getting dick down. Right? Y'all love getting dick down. Call it what it is. Trump ass belongs in prison, just like the rest of his damn cohorts. They haven't done shit for the country. That bitch stole billions of dollars now. And he's weaponizing the DOJ and the federal government against black people. He will lose. He will lose. But hey, since I got some racists in here, let me show you how we deal with these racist ass demons. Since y'all might have missed the first clip.
Listen, you already admitted to saying nigger. You a racist.
You call me racist.
Oh, you are racist. You are racist. Shit. I'm sorry. You are racist.
And that's okay.
Hey, I put her fucking shoe in lower orbit.
Hey, fuck off this shit. Now, you want to play games? Lay your ass there and think about it. Stupid bitch.
Now let me show you again, help you out. The PACT Act changed my life. One thing that Biden did, the PACT Act. And only reason I voted for Biden because I wanted Trump to get his ass beat. I didn't want the worst president in history to stay in power. And we won that shit. And racist ass Trump still to this day lies and said he won 2020. Right? It was stolen from him. His ass got beat. Old Joe Biden beat the fucking brakes off of him. So you haven't fought for shit because you didn't serve in the military, right? So you didn't serve in the military, so sit your ass down somewhere. Only thing you serving these nuts, racist ass demon. You can cry in the comment section. Y'all, listen, what have y'all done? What have y'all done? Nothing. Most people out there on that grape shit, demons. Most people who touch children, demons. All the damn genocide that's happened to the natives, demons. That's what y'all been doing for the entirety of it. Hey, and if we get hit up on TikTok, I'll jump to my U.S. Army Overlord 6.0 account because I guess they don't like me challenging these demons. So cry harder about it, right? That's right. Cry harder about that shit. See them 16 full-size medals? You can never see that. You can never see that. That's it. You don't see color because you're a fucking racist. That's why you don't see color. But that's all right. You're going to see it. We start whooping your ass in these streets. Right? You see, if I dust her old ass off, what you think you going to get? Even worse, you'll keep your ass in the comment section. That's it. Now, what is Trump's IQ? Y'all always talking to IQ shit. What is Trump IQ again? What is Donald Trump's IQ? What is Trump? That's not how you spell metals, bro. Wrong type of metals. Fucking ingrates. Like I said, this show is stupid. Trump never took an IQ test, just like y'all never did. Y'all talk all that IQ shit, but Trump is dumb as fuck. So is his followers. Right? He even said that smart people don't like him, and he loves the uneducated. So that's why everyone is passing them by. How's our Iran war going again? Yeah, it's not going because you got motherfucking morons running the country. All right, anyway, let's get back to this Cointelpro shit.
The FBI told him after his arrest he could avoid jail time if he allowed them to impersonate him online, and he said no, and now he's fighting state charges for material aid of terrorism. First, let me fix a mistake I made in a previous video. Des Sanchez and Dario Sanchez are two different people. Des Sanchez was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison yesterday for transporting a box of political zines, and for those of you that do not know what that is, it's papers that have political stuff on them. That's it. Now, the person that got the impersonation offer is Dario Sanchez, a 32-year-old educator that's facing state charges for simply removing someone from a group chat. Now, his ordeal began when the feds raided his home. And the crazy thing is, he wasn't even at the Prairieland ICE Detention Center, and his crime, removing somebody from a group chat after they asked to be removed. And prosecutors turned that into charges of tampering with evidence and hindering the prosecution of terrorism, which are third-degree felonies under Texas law. Now, after his arrest, the FBI made him an offer and told him, if you cooperate, let agents take over your social media accounts and impersonate you online, then you can avoid prison. And he refused. Now, the FBI's social media exploitation program routinely provides fake online identities to agents and police, allowing them to friend targets, access private posts, and monitor activist networks. They also have a system where they're able to take over confidential informants' social media profiles just to pose as them. Dario Sanchez was given a choice: become a digital rat or face punishment, and he chose the latter. And I know there's some of you that are probably thinking there's no way that this is legal, but it is. At the federal level, there is no specific legislative framework governing law enforcement use of social media, like at all. Courts have ruled that monitoring public posts requires no warrant.
Hold on, somebody over here crying about fucking equipment being left in Afghanistan. So once again, when the last time we picked up and left with equipment? And go. When has the military left, picked up, and recovered equipment that they took to war? When has the United States military picked up equipment that they use in war? Exactly. Never. Because it's too costly to do so, dumbass. And that's what happened when you get your news from Fox fake ass news instead of reality. Because you never served and you don't know shit about serving. So just sit back and have a cup and shut the fuck up.
And using fake accounts to access private content is perfectly legal. Agencies don't need a judicial warrant or approval. They don't need written policies. There's no oversight for undercover social media operations either. And this tactic mirrors the FBI's Cointelpro era of the 1950s through 70s, when agents used informants and poison pen letters to disrupt, derail, and discredit political movements. Today, instead of spreading false rumors in person, the FBI takes over real people's online identities to surveil their friends and communities and to spread discord and dissension. Dario Sanchez thankfully said no to becoming part of that system, but imagine the others that have said yes. How many informants are out there, their accounts controlled by federal agents, their loved ones monitored without our knowledge? The FBI won't even say. That's the crazy part, because there's no transparency, no accountability. Dario Sanchez and the Prairieland 19's case are the first major arrests after NSPM 7 was put into place. NSPM 7, or the National Security Presidential Memorandum 7, signed in September 2025, orders federal agencies to target anti-American activity. Under this directive, prosecutors use the defendant's black clothing, Signal app use, first aid kits, and political zines as evidence.
Somebody honking out in there. All right, well, let's get it then, bro. So if you saying you was there, then when the fuck was you there? What years were you there, genius? Let's go. Since you was in Iraq and Afghanistan, what years were you there? Let's get it. What years were you there? What was your MOS? What did you do while you was over there? Right. So let me help you out. You didn't do shit because you didn't serve. Period. Sit your ass down somewhere. You couldn't match my military experience in 5 lifetimes. Cry harder about that shit. But hey, I got something. I got a special 4th of July gift for you. Since they all here crying and shit.
Donald Trump. Fuck 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 Donald Trump. Bitch, I'm stepping in. I got my weapon in. No disrespect to the Republican. Fuck Donald Trump. I put him in the trunk. Bitch, I'm riding foreign. My engine in the trunk. Politics as usual. I get firearms to my juvenile. Keep shooters on speed dial.
Yeah, they said they feelings and shit. Hold on. Hey, I'll show you those medals in this little quick interview right here.
Why did you show up?
I'm here for many reasons, but the main reason is I watched Afghan interpreters that saved our asses get swept up by ICE and being sent back to be executed by the Taliban. I think it's fucking disgusting. And for the first time in my life, I burned the American flag before I came down here. Donald Trump represents the worst of us. He is a feckless traitor, and he's made America a pariah on the world stage. This is the most anti-veteran and anti-black administration in history. My son was on.
So cry harder about that shit, right? Cry harder about that shit. You could never, right? You could never see that.
Of domestic terrorism. Now, that is why Des Sanchez, someone who was simply giving out zines, and 7 others received sentences ranging from 30 years to 100 years. That is why Dario Sanchez is facing charges for deleting someone from a group message. The state is trying to teach us all a lesson. Stand by or else. Now, the FBI has opened cases in over 30 states related to anti-ICE activity or NSPM7. Dario Sanchez wasn't a shooter or a planner. He was simply someone who deleted another person from a group chat. Consider donating to help him and others at prairielanddefendants.com.
Yeah, they stay honking out. Listen, ever since last Saturday, they've been honking out in my YouTube chat. But hey, that's what they do. Probably more bot farm. That's what they do. So it is what it is. So obviously, you don't know what the fuck those medals are. If you thought AAM was my second medal, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. See, that's how I know you full of shit. If your dumb ass don't know what those medals are, because you don't, you're a fucking idiot, right? I'm not gonna tell you what the medal is. Go use your AI to figure out what that shit is. You think I'm gonna help your ass out? Fucking dummies. Because you couldn't match my shit. Right? You could not match my military career. You can cry harder. I burnt that bitch up. Hey, ain't nothing you can do about it. I cooked it up. Hey, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna cook that shit up again on the 4th of July. Ain't shit you can do about it. Right? I will burn that shit again. And hey, listen, with the Bible. I'll burn it with the Bible. Ain't shit you can do about it. All right, that's called freedom of speech. And if your dumb ass understood how the Constitution works, flag burning is protected under freedom of speech. And I'm gonna cook that shit just for you, bro. I'm gonna cook that shit. He's like, I saw him and you had an AAM. No, bitch, that's not my second award. That's not my second highest award, dumbass. I got my second highest award by rushing a dude who was firing on another soldier in Kosovo in 1999. You wouldn't know nothing about that shit because y'all shook. Just how I'm gonna cook that flag up and y'all gonna do it but sit here and cry about it. Oh, go tell Cash Patel. Go tell Cash Patel I'm gonna burn the American flag on July 4th and see what he do. And tell him when you see his cross-eyed ass, tell him the Antifa field commander said fuck him too. Fuck Cash Patel, right? With his compromised ass. I could run the FBI better than Cash Patel. They got motherfucking morons up there, right? A sellout moron trying to run the FBI. 0 qualifications. Yeah, cry harder about that shit. Hey, don't worry about it, man. If you mad that I'm going to be a domestic terrorist, man, I'm here that shit. I got it. That's right, baby. Antifa field commander. Don't fuck it up. Antifa field commander, not Antifa commander, the Antifa field commander, because I'm out here in these fields. I'm out there in these streets, boy. Yeah, cry harder about that shit. They over here honking out, man. Why y'all be honking out and shit?
They say Trump always chickens out. They say taco. They say chicken. They say taco.
I was in Kosovo, but I was with 1st Infantry Division.
Mr. President,
Now, retiring from the army, hey, as a combat veteran, that's a motherfucking black job.
Who's gonna tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs? Those black jobs. One of those black jobs. Those black jobs. One of those black jobs. Those black jobs. One of those. Who's gonna tell him that the job might be one of those black jobs?
I'm here to do my black job. I'm here to do my black job.
Those black jobs. One of those. Who's gonna tell him that the job might be one of those black jobs?
Attorney General.
Might be one of those black jobs.
Vice President.
Might be one of those black jobs.
President.
Might be one of those. Who's gonna tell him that the job might be one of those black jobs?
Attorney General.
Might be one of those black jobs.
Vice President.
Might be one of those black jobs.
President. Kamala Harris.
Might be one of those black jobs. Those black jobs. Those black jobs. One of those black jobs. Those black jobs. One of those black jobs. Those black jobs. One of those. Who's gonna tell him that the job might be one of those black jobs?
I'm here to do my black job. I'm here to do my black job.
Those black jobs. One of those. Who's gonna tell him that the job might be one of those black jobs? Who's gonna?
I get so fired up, man. Ooh, I get so fired up with that shit. Love that song, man. Michelle Obama, best first lady in history. Best first lady in history, man. No, I wasn't in Bonnestill. Bonnestill was still being built when I was there. Yeah, we was in Able Century, and we went out to Bonnestill though with a couple of generals. But yeah, Bonnestill was still being built. So we was there during the air war. That's why I didn't get the combat patch, which pissed me off. The only combat patch I really wanted was the 1st Infantry one. So I got other ones, but 1st Infantry probably would have meant the most. But because the Serbians gave up during the air war, the Air Force literally bombed their ass in submission. Hey, man, I will post my ass crack, right? If you waiting for me to post a DD-214, I will post my ass crack. Hold your breath, demon. See, I'm not Barack Obama. I will never show you nothing. I'm not showing you no papers. Eat a dick, right? Eat a dick. Now, the real question is, how do you go from presidents that follow the law to a fucking felon? How do you put a felon in office? A man who fucked with children, ran through his own daughter, and call that patriotism. Donald Trump could never serve in the military. Fucking Captain Bone Spurs, talk shit about John McCain. Why are you still fucking with him? Right? That's the real question. Why are you fucking with his weak ass? You see what the fuck he's doing with the military now? Cutting people benefits, purging people out the military. How the fuck Pete WikiLeaks Hexeth is firing generals? That general that was out there, the last man on the ground in Afghanistan, he purged them because they weak. Period. Yeah, the motherfuckers is weak, man. And y'all out there, how many of you idiots got Trump's tattoo in your upper thigh meat? Just come on, man. Out here talking about, I'm an alpha male. Hear me roar, meow, meow. Y'all soft as baby shit. Just like Jake Lang. Y'all seen Jake Lang get his ass beat? We can run it back for you. He want to be a Christian crusader. Hey, how he gonna call himself a Christian crusader, but he gets his ass kicked everywhere he go? Man, he got his ass beat. He got stole on, man. Old boy snuck his ass. Damn near knocked him out. He got the brakes beat off him in Minneapolis. They had him leaking out the back of his head. He was running for his life. Matter of fact, he had to jump in the vehicle with some trans people to save him. So y'all talk so much shit about the queer community, but trans people saved Jake Lang because he wasn't gonna make it, man. The crowd was fucking him up out there. They should have got his ass like Charlie Kirk. But you know, hey, we'll wait. We'll wait. Keep fucking around. Any minute now, he gonna fuck around and get it. And then that's it. One less demon to worry about. They so triggered, man. They so triggered over there on Facebook. Now, let me tell you some of the shit that I've been hearing about. So a lot of these stuff that the people are talking about, if you're not with a black person, right, then you're not pro-black. You've seen this shit happening on the internet right now. They're having this conversation again. So these are Cointelpro talking points. The same way they talk shit to Martin Luther King and they wanted him to off himself in that letter they wrote to him. That's what the fuck they've been doing. Remember, that's a white supremacist talking point. They shook. They don't want black men with white women because the birth dearth, right? White men on the decline. Yeah, you're only 6% worldwide. And so y'all trying to keep America white, but that shit ain't working. Genetics are working against you. Let's get into it.
All this talk about whether swirlers can be revolutionaries or not, I thought I'd open up a Cointelpro profile that most people don't know about. You know what they say, one declassified doc a day keeps the tinfoil hat at bay. And today we're going to talk about how the FBI wanted to spread rumors that black nationalists and leaders had white girlfriends. They specifically targeted the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee with this rumor. So they claimed that the group discouraged its members from associating with white people, but then their informants were telling the FBI that some members of SNCC had white girlfriends. Look, that's what they said. Now, they wanted to use this information to discredit the individuals involved in the black liberation struggle, as well as discredit them to other black nationalist groups. They said that efforts could be undertaken to obtain photographs. They was going to catch people in the act of swirling. Ooh. And they were going to use that and send it to other black nationalist groups to discredit SNCC. They also talked about mailing the letters anonymously, and they were going to send them to a whole lot of different groups, including the Nation of Islam, the Revolutionary Action Movement, and other similar groups. Now, this is so interesting to me, right? Because look, I am pro-swirler. I think you should be able to love who you want, date who you want. But it's crazy how the FBI was going to use people's alleged relationships to discredit them. Well, that's enough for today. You know what they say, one declassified doc a day keeps the tinfoil hat at bay. See you next time. Bye!
I tell you, they stay in their damn feelings. They stay in their damn feelings, but that's why we are here. Right, that's why we're here now, because of the illusion of white supremacy. They will put the worst white people in charge of the country. That's why America's on decline. China, man, shit. You can't even compare China to what America's doing now. China way past our shit, way surpassed us. But y'all still trying to hold on to Trumpy Dumpty with a shitty diaper. Y'all see that big ass flop he had down there? All of that shit he got going on down there in DC. And nobody watching that shit. Nobody watching that shit. What up, people? Yeah, they're over there crying, man. The little demons over there crying and shit. I need to give them a Beal and Binky. But one thing we gonna do, we cannot go back to the status quo. Absolutely not, man.
There is no going back to the way things were. That's over. That's not going to happen. We still have a long road ahead of us. The Trump regime still has to fall, and people have to be held accountable. We'll have our own Nuremberg-style trials. But what comes after? And that's something that keeps plaguing my mind on what comes next. When we go to rebuild the government in America, here's a few ideas. No more super PACs. That's done. Companies are not people. We remove that shit. We bring back the fairness doctrine in the news. There are 13 circuits for the Supreme Court and only 9 judges. We fix that. 1 judge per circuit. And they're no longer appointed by a president. They're elected by the people. And we can figure out the federal circuit voting stuff later.
I fully agree with that. That shit needs to be changed because it's all that shit is being done is being bought and paid for by billionaires. Judges should be elected, 1 for every district, and also they should only have 10-year terms. Maybe they can go back and get voted back in 5 years. There should be no more lifetime appointments for anyone in this country. All that shit leads to is corruption and abuse. There should be no more lifetime positions for any of these politicians.
Not only are they elected by the people in their circuit, but there is a 15-year term on that. And while we're on term limits in the Senate and the House, a new committee shall be formed to oversee judges and whether or not they have any ties, financially or otherwise, to cases brought before them.
Follow the money.
So the new committee will be able to recuse judges. So the Supreme Court we have now is completely removed. We add 4 more seats to make it 13, and they are now elected into that position by the people of their circuits. With a committee to oversee any
financial ties, familial ties, or any other ties. So no more judges sitting in front of cases that they personally benefit from. And I know a comedian said this as a joke, but it's a really good fucking idea. And that is, every person in the Congress, whether they be in the Senate or the House, has to wear a sash, just like a Boy Scout or Girl Scout does. And they have to wear badges. So if they take money from big oil, they have to wear that on their sash. Any organization they take money from, they have to wear that for everybody to see.
I also believe that their finances should be public. If you're in public office, your finances should be public record. That way we know exactly who the fuck is paying you and where you get your money from and who you loyal to.
When they're in the House and the Senate, they have to wear their sash. When they do interviews, they have to wear their sash. When they go out in front of the public, they have to wear their sash. With all the people who have bought them are giving them money. Institute ranked choice voting across the board for every state. For every election, ranked choice voting. Every single person knows the two-party system is broken. Eliminate the Electoral College. That's gone.
Yep.
One vote, one person. That's it. Felons cannot run for office. Not any office. Ever. Anywhere. That's over with. From henceforth, any person from any cabinet position must actually be qualified in that field. Certificates, degrees, years of experience, they have to actually be qualified to be in charge of that field. Presidential candidates from here on out have to sit down in front of a whole board of people and answer questions. Not just limelight bullshit like 60 Minutes, actual board of intelligent people asking them questions. And if they can't answer them, that is for the public to see. I'm tired of this one or two debate platform forum bullshit. Sit down in front of a whole bunch of people and take questions. No advisors, no mics in the ears, none of that shit. We're going to see how smart you are. Last but certainly not least, honesty. Politicians of any shape and form in any part of the government will be held accountable for their lies. If they lie, they can be sued civilly and lose their jobs right off the bat. And if you get kicked out for lying, you can never hold office again. You cannot lie to the American people. Actually, that wasn't last. I got a few more. My apologies. If you own a company,
you gonna get rid of a lot of people. If they bad lying, which they should, right? That's gonna be what politicians gonna be staying there. Hey, the fucking Fox News will go bankrupt. If you couldn't lie, Fox News would go bankrupt overnight. Fucking Fox News will go down. Fucking Sinclair will go down. All of them. Most people in these fucking deck of cards will go down. All of that shit. All of those crazy ass channels. Like I said, Sinclair, Newsmax, One America News. All that shit will go down. Because that's all they do is lie. Period.
and your employees are on federal assistance, you don't get any tax exemptions. None whatsoever. Pay your employees. The other part of that is if a company makes $1 billion in profits, they get to keep half. The other half goes to the employees and divvied up fairly by hours worked. No more exploiting workers while the rich just get richer. If a company does well, the employees get paid well. And now we're at the last one, and that's tax the rich. Set whatever numbers you want, 10 million a year, 5 million a year, whatever. After that amount, you get.
All right, somebody asked who this guy is speaking. His name is The Right Amount, 1. So, but in between each thing is a period. The period, right, period, amount 1. That's the creator. He got a thick, big, long beard, kind of like Jolly and my other homeboy Tizzy. He got a long white beard like that.
Get taxed at 80% rate. And with that, there are no more billionaires.
Exactly.
If you get $999 million, you've won capitalism. Everything after that is taxed at 99%. So that's what I have envisioned for what comes after, because we're definitely not going back to the same shit that allowed us to get fucking here.
There you go. Well said, by the way, too. The system, capitalism has to go. That's one thing I know. This capitalist system, that's the reason why you had genocide of the natives. That's why you had fucking chattel slavery for 100 years. Besides the racism and the misogyny and all of that shit, it's the fucking greed. There is no cap on the greed. The fact that motherfuckers are trying to become trillionaires lets you know they will never be satisfied. They will let citizens drink raw sewage before they give up some of them billions. And that's why we have to push this. If the Democratic Party cannot hold that, they got to be pushed out too. Because I'm an independent, always have been. But these people, this two-party system shit, like I say, it's just been a fucking tug of war. 1 step forward, 3 step back. 1 step forward, 3 step back. I'm tired of that shit. Tired of that shit, man. How the fuck are racist people still here? How the Ku Klux Klan still exist? How do you still have white supremacist groups here? They have to go, man. We have to finish the work of General Sherman, Nat Turner. Those things have to be dismantled totally. Pull back these slave catchers because all that shit's being used to attack American citizens. And like I said, he is out here going crazy. The most corrupt president in history. My man there crashing out. He's like, oh, blacks are the racist one. No, man, no. Blacks cannot be racist in America. Matter of fact, what is the one group? What is the only one group that can be racist in America? What is the only race that can be racist inside the United States of America? I'll give you a hint. Let's hear it, man. What is the only group that can be racist? Matter of fact, here, let's just expand on it. I'm pretty sure, let me pull this shit up. I'm pretty sure I got a nice little video on standby. Let's go find that shit. Let me take a look, see. People try to explain this shit to people, but you know, the bottom line is it's a system, guys. Racism is a system. Racism is essential. Listen, no one cares about everything that you're talking about. SpaceX. SpaceX was not created by Elon Musk. Tesla was not created by Elon Musk. Twitter was not created by Elon Musk. It was colonized. Elon Musk got his money from the emerald fields of South Africa through fucking colonization. He is a slaving colonizer from Africa. At least his daddy was. A fucking foreigner. The same people that say they hate, but they only care about the ones that's the fucking colored ones. Right? Anybody with some color in their skin, they mad about them. White people, they love them fucking demons. So that's why you have the shit you have. And that's why we are still dealing with this bullshit. All right, let's take a look. See. I'm looking to see if I got that video. I might not have posted it yet. Who made the race card? White people. That's more white people shit. The race card. Y'all bitches started with the race card. What the fuck you mean? America would not exist without black people. The natives would have kicked your ass. It is what it is. Take a look, see here. Hold on, guys. Let me check on something. I think I might have another video. I'm going to take one look. Where the hell is it? I got so much shit going on. I guess I'm not going to find it quickly. Oh, got a lot of videos out there. Probably not going to find that one. But I think it's lovely. She did a great job. Oh, yeah, she was super long-winded. That's why. I think it's just like 6 or 8 minutes. But she really broke down it's a system. right? Racism is a system, period. That's why only white people can be racist in this country, because it literally was created. And listen, for all y'all in the comment section, it wasn't created for you. America was created for people like this guy, rich white men who own land. If you strip the fucking amendments down in the Constitution, that document itself is pure fascism, because black people are not even considered human under the Constitution. That's why all these so-called constitutional scholars, they don't want the amendments. They want that shit stripped. That's why they're attacking so many amendments right now. They want this shit stripped down so it could be there for rich white men, period. You just saw the shit with Argentina. Look at, you only had 3 countries on earth that talk shit, that want to tell you that chattel slavery was not the worst crime against humanity on earth. That was racist ass Israel, racist ass Argentina, and the racist ass United States of America, because slavery is still legal in this country. So you sound like you honking out, man. Cry harder about it. Ain't shit great about America, right? Tell me one thing that America does better than anybody else. You got the most people locked up on earth. Most people who believe in Sky Daddy, Jim Crow Jesus. Most racism. But China is kicking America's ass in every metric. Less homeless people. And they got 1 billion motherfuckers over there. So what's your excuse? They got fucking trains that run coast to coast. What's your fucking excuse? Japanese got fucking high-speed bullet trains coast to coast. But America, because motherfuckers so greedy, you kiss Elon Musk's ass crack. Even though your broke ass is sitting in a double wide trailer with your mammy. That's the difference. Because I may be black, but your bitches or asses are poor. That's why you in my comment section, while you skimming off the neighbor's Wi-Fi. You could not see me in 5 lifetimes, because I walked the path that most you could not do. You could not walk the path I have. Did that shit, soldiered up. Where the fuck was you at? Right? I've been soldiering before you. A lot of you bitches was born. You can cry about that shit. Retired from that shit. That's why I'm out here, because I give a fuck about this fucking bullshit that's supposed to be. But we know this shit right now is corrupted, because you got fat, nasty billionaires, and what they do to keep you from rebelling, they just give you racism. Blame the blacks. The blacks did it. The blacks. Blame transgender. Listen, the trans community is 1% of the population. So why the fuck are you so obsessed with them? If you that obsessed, that means your ass got a problem. Period. You got a motherfucking problem. That's it right there. Matter of fact, let's get it, man. Let me stick some Joy and Reed on your ass.
Same nominees for the judiciary could not admit that Joe Biden beat Donald Trump in the 2020 election. They can't do it because they're still performing for an audience of one. And the fact that attorneys, people who want to be lifetime appointed judges, can't simply quote the 22nd Amendment and say, of course not. He's been president for 2 terms. He can't be president again. They can't do it because they know they'll be punished by a Truth Social post. Yeah. And then they won't be able to be judged.
Hold on. Mike over there honking out. Hey, he honking out in the motherfucking in the section over there. Hold on, let me get your ass up here, man. Hey, bro, I'm not going nowhere. All right, you got to come and get me. Mike, if you mad that I'm talking shit about America, fuck America. Ain't shit you can do about it. You come get me out of here and see what happened. Right? You and 3 other, because I know you bitches love moving like cowards, get 3 of your strongest homeboys and come get me out the country. See how that shit end for you. Right? Y'all not going to do shit but cry harder. Get your ass something to cry for.
Just because the cowards in the United States Senate on the Republican side, plus the one from Pennsylvania who pretends to be a Democrat, won't vote for them. Right. So the reality is, in order to get the job, they have to debase themselves. Republicans are supposed men who live on their knees. Not a single one of them is a man. They are quislings. They are cowards. They are supine, pathetic worms who pretend to be manly men.
Listen, she ate their ass up. I had to go look up Quizlings. See, they fear black women. That's why they got that whole Project 2025 shit, because they know that black women are the key to revolution, right? Just like that weak ass dude from the Heritage Foundation, the one in here, old Dr. Roberts, man, who has a fucking degree with a concentration in black studies. Project 2025 was they want to purge black people from power in the country. So it is what it is. I ain't got to hide behind shit, man. I stay here. I stay ready. Anytime y'all ready, I'm on standby. I'm on standby because I'm here to beat Nat Turner's record. You can call me Nat Turner with a burner. I got one right here. I stay ready with that shit. So y'all can cry and do all that shit, but the Antifa field commander ain't going nowhere. Yes, y'all said Antifa is a domestic terror group. Well, here I am. What y'all gonna do about it? Call the police? Call the FBI? Because y'all not gonna do nothing. Because y'all shook. Shook ones. On their knees, man. Out here with them damn tattoos in their upper thigh meat. Thinking they alphas. Don't nobody call himself an alpha male. That's beta shit. That's what y'all do. Stuck on stupid. Yeah, man, listen. They represent the worst of us. Always crying about something.
Question 1. Which race of people hates white people the most? I'll give you 3 seconds to answer. It's other white people. World War I and World War II was a massive white-on-white crime where white people were the players and they were also the victims, where millions of white people ended up losing their lives. And even when it comes to colonization, they raped, stole, and murdered other white countries too. And look at this list of white-on-white wars. These people can never stop fighting, can they? Question 2. Which ethnic group hates white people the most? You have 3 seconds to answer. That would be the English. The English, as part of the United Kingdom, which is still run by the English, have invaded 171 countries, including these white countries. So when white people start crying and say that black and brown people hate them, just remind them that nobody hates white people more than they hate themselves, and not more than the English. So English people, stop being so lazy and just saying that I hate white people, when I have been advocating for the Irish, Welsh, Eastern Europeans and other Europeans longer than you have. I just don't I farted. I just don't advocate for you.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, gotta love that British accent, man. Look, y'all love the racism, especially in America. You can't get rid of it because America is racist from its head to its toe. Every branch of the government, there is no job you can hold in America where people are not racist about it. That's it. Listen, if black people act like white people, you wouldn't be here, right? We'd have been paid your ass back for all the genocide you did. Which I'm thinking that, we wasted too much time turning the other cheek. We need to match and exceed energy. That's the only thing y'all got, man. That's the only thing y'all got. And you still have not told me how Trump has made your life better. Because he hasn't. Y'all fucking fools. He is stealing billions of dollars. Period. Stealing billions of dollars. And let's just keep it real. Is it America first or is it Israel first? Let's go. Is it America first or Israel first? Is it America first or Israel first? Why the fuck are we at war with Iran? There is zero military value in attacking Iran. Zero. So, is it America first or Israel first? Y'all know damn well, listen, the whole reason why we went to war is because Trump was watching Fox fake ass news. He was watching Israel bomb the fuck out of other places, and they were getting all the airtime. So he at 3 in the morning, he tweeted to attack fucking Iran. That is how we got to the Iran war. And that's why it's going so badly, because they're fucking morons. Any idiot knew if you attack Iran, they close the Strait of Hormuz. That's why we never attacked Iran. America attacks Iran because they want the oil, right? Everything has been about the fucking resources of other countries because they're thieves and bandits. He literally using Special Forces, SEAL Team 6 to steal oil tankers because Donald Trump is a motherfucking criminal. And he surrounded himself with other criminals. Ran up at his own daughter. Shit. Banged Stormy Daniels raw. And thought about his daughter and then, blew load.
Have you heard the good word? Trump's gonna get it done. He'll release the Epstein files on day one. The libs will cry when those names are exposed. Trump's gonna see that justice is imposed. What's that? Oh no, he needs a few months. He wants a case airtight, no bumps. His AG Pam Bondi says files on her desk, and MAGA's got binders they can't attest. He's releasing the files to catch all the pedophiles. Never met Epstein or touched any teen. He's draining the swamp with Epstein's name off screen.
Nobody wanted to attack Iran, genius. Nobody.
We got new info. The files were in your mind. Watch Epstein's jail cam, edited for time. No list of accomplices. The guy just died, and all this talk of conspiracy, just people who lie. And Trump, he never spent time with that creep.
Don't worry about it. You know what it says, genius. You know what it says.
He's releasing the file.
3 guesses of what it says, guy. They triggered because my shit says, he's like, it's backwards. Of course it is.
Epstein's name off screen.
That's right, man. They're controlled by Israel.
The files exist, made by Obama, Hill, and Biden. Let's not talk Epstein no more or ever again. Reminder that Trump and Epstein were not pals. Why do you care so much about it?
They may have been talking about, listen, let me tell you a secret, man. America has plans to attack every country on earth. America's a warlike nation, but they do risk assessments. No one ever gave attacking Iran any serious consideration. Now we backed Saddam Hussein during the Iraq-Iran war, in case you didn't know. Because America loves using other countries to do their dirty work. You look at Osama bin Laden, shit, Bibi Netanyahu, he went to school here. He went to high school here. So all these people, they seem to be rotating around because that is what America's about, guy. Period. Trump is the only president that was stupid enough to attack Iran. Once again, how did Iran help America? How does the Iran war help America? Let's go. How does attacking forces with 1.2 million resistance fighters help America? How does attacking Iran help America? Did it help the price of gas? Did it help food be cheaper? Did it help you keep your your Social Security benefits? It didn't do none of that shit. It was a fucking disaster. It is a L. They took an L. Yeah, Lego reels. That's about it for the win. Hold on, man. Speaking of which, shit, I'm pretty sure I got a couple of them bad boys on speed dial.
Hey, Orange Pig, America first? Oops. Oh boy, that was the slogan you stole. But Bibi's pulling strings and your vote is getting cold. We're not just fighting for Iran, hear this clear. Your people reached out to us.
Yeah, we got the DMs here.
If one nation's gonna stand against the Epstein regime's fear, it's us till the last breath. We've been doing it for years. We're standing here for everyone. Your system ever wrong, they've known all along.
The enemy was always you.
The real threat war is Putin sung.
Brad, you ain't got to censor yourself. Type the whole word out. Don't be such a pussy about it. Just say the shit. We don't give a fuck.
A patriotic song while selling their own citizens and calling it strong. Stealing from your own people, making them bleed, taking tax dollars just to fund your own greed. They waking up to the lies, the illusions of burst. You screamed America first, now you put losers first. Make Israel great again.
Your government is run by pedophiles.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They lied to you all. We saw everything. If the public ever saw the files, man, the planet would shake from the level of filth and the crimes in your wake. No wonder Jeff called you the worst, you degenerate snake.
You claimed you never set foot.
You went 40 plus times. You sick bastard, you cooked. We stepping up to the plate. Epstein regime gotta fall. You fake Christian elite sacrificing the ball. Demon, you talk real big for a man with tiny hands.
Tiny hands, tiny things, tiny everything.
We saw everything, and word got out, the smallness kinda expands. No wonder all those rage tweets, all those desperate rants. Overcompensating bully, always causing a scene. You said you love losers, well, look at your team. Your government is run by.
Your government is run by pedophiles.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They lied to you all.
Your government is run by pedophiles.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They lied to you all.
Your government is run by pedophiles.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They ordered you to die for Israel.
They lied to you all.
Yeah, that's it, man. Now hold on, I'm checking out something right now. I hear people talking about. So y'all somebody want to talk about the attack on the USS Liberty? Let's talk about it. Shit.
In 1967, Israel attacked a U.S. Navy ship, killed 34 American soldiers, and wounded 171 more. And the President of the United States government told the survivors to never speak about it. June 8th, 1967. The 6-day war is 4 days in. The USS Liberty, which is an American intelligence ship, is in international water off the coast of the Sinai Peninsula, flying a U.S. flag, hull number completely visible. And that morning, Israeli reconnaissance planes, they circle that ship multiple times. And then at 3 in the afternoon, an Israeli fighter jet opens fire. Strafing runs, napalm, rockets, then torpedo boats close in. One torpedo hits, and by the time it stops, 34 Americans are dead, and 171 are wounded. The crew fights back with what they have. 4 deck-mounted machine guns against jets and torpedo boats. When their flag is shot down, they raise a bigger one. It measured in at 7 feet by 13 feet. But the attack continues. When they lower the lifeboats, the torpedo boats, machine gun the lifeboats. That is a war crime, in case that wasn't clear. When word reached the fleet, a rescue aircraft launched from the USS America and the USS Saratoga, but they were recalled on direct orders from the Secretary of Defense, Robert McNamara, and President Lyndon B. Johnson. The crew was still under attack when those planes turned around. This is the only time in American naval history that a rescue mission was canceled while an American ship was under attack. Israel claimed mistaken identity. They said they thought the Liberty was an Egyptian vessel. The United States government publicly accepted that explanation.
and then ordered the survivors to say nothing. Crew members were threatened with court-martials if they talked, and the investigation, which should have taken months, was completed in 1 week. Only 14 of the 260 surviving crew members were interviewed. The Chief Counsel of the Naval Board of Inquiry signed a legal affidavit in 2004 stating that President Johnson and Secretary McNamara had ordered Admiral Kidd to conclude that the attack was mistaken identity, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Those are his words in a signed legal document. Now, this is what was said privately. The Secretary of State, Dean Rusk, said in his own memoirs, their sustained attack to disable and sink Liberty precluded an assault by accident or by some trigger-happy local commander. I didn't believe them then, and I still don't believe them to this day. NSA Director Marshall Carter, he said it couldn't be anything else other than deliberate. CIA Director Richard Helms, I don't think there can be any doubt that the Israelis knew exactly what they were doing. The attack on the USS Liberty is the only maritime attack on an American vessel that has not been investigated by Congress. Not then, not now. The survivors spent...
I know you in your feelings, but I've been following her for years. So a beautiful black woman, you think she AI? Cry harder about that shit.
decades being called drunks, anti-Semites, and liars for saying what they witnessed. 34 Americans dead. The government that was supposed to represent them told them to be quiet, rushed through a sham investigation, and publicly accepted an explanation that its own Secretary of State, CIA Director, and NSA Director did not believe. The cover-up's not a theory. The men who ran it said so themselves.
So there you go. Israel has been doing dirt. They've been doing dirt, but they bend the knee to them. Trump is in Benjamin Netanyahu's pocket. They talk so much shit about Biden. Benjamin Netanyahu hated Biden. Hated him. Right? The latest book we're talking about, Regime Change, is just like this book right here. Right? This book is Pearl. Bob Woodward wrote this. These are reporters inside the White House. They showed you all of this shit that was happening. The same shit we talk about now is talked about in the fucking book that we've been covering, Regime Change. And it shows you all about that shit, about how Bibi Netanyahu got such a hold over fucking Trump. Because, you know, white people love lying about Israel. They love lying about everything, but they really lie about Israel. They lied and told you that these demons was God-chosen people. They lied and told you, listen, they got a white ethno-state over there that's wiping out all their brown neighbors. Man, you know what? I had a question anyway. I want to find out. Let's see if Google know that shit. How many people have the state of Israel killed since its inception? They're saying at least 134,000. I'm sure them numbers are way higher than that. And I'm sure them numbers are way, way higher than that. But America continues to bend the knee. These people got health care. They got all kind of benefits. And even the poorest fucking states like Arkansas is sending millions of dollars to Israel. Why is that? Why is that? They're not even the real people over there. Go look at video. They got video of Palestine back from the 1920s. Ain't no white people in the videos like that. So we know what it's about. America is here. We are basically like 1930s, the Axis powers. You know how Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan linked up? That is exactly what's happening. Imperial America and Imperial Israel linked up to wipe out fucking brown people worldwide. That is what the fuck is happening. Fucking dirty ass Elon Musk did a whole ass Nazi salute from the presidential podium, and they forgave that shit. So we know what we're dealing with. Man, listen, yeah, I hear all that, man, but ain't nobody had it. Nobody, the Irish people did not deal with chattel slavery. So missing with that, bro. The Irish people did not deal with chattel slavery. Nobody dealt with chattel slavery besides us. That shit, we fought a civil war in this country over it. So that's it. Of course, you monkeys not understanding how civilized society works because you guys are the savages. Right? Who has done more dirt? Who has done most dirt? It's obvious. It's obvious who's been doing the most dirt out here. You didn't know? Hey, listen, you ain't gotta take my word for it, man. You can listen to other white people.
I'm going to say this to all of the white people as a white person. We are the problem with this country. We have been the problem since day one. Since we designed this country to benefit white people. Beating black people, lynching black people, tearing out the fetuses, using babies as alligator bait, paying Charleston to beat our slaves, to whip them and put salt in their wounds by the day, segregation, Jim Crow, the genocide of Native Americans, the Trail of Tears, Asians in internment camps, because how dare an Asian come to America? We have to put them in camps because we have to make sure America stays white. Stealing the land from Mexico, stealing the land from the Native Americans, stealing black people on the Middle Passage. Most of you people don't even know what the hell it is or how many people died or about the bull sharks that follow the ships because you don't care about actual history. Oh, hey, let's just take Hawaii. Let's go steal it from King Kamehameha. Hey, while we're at it in this great Christian nation, we're going to say that, you know what? We're a Christian nation made in...
Hold on, you triggered? Hey, this is a white man on that John Brown energy. He giving you the real white history. Hey, you want it? You wanted white history, my man. Like, why is everything y'all say is AI? Y'all shook, man. You tell me this white man is now AI because you don't agree with it? Well, cry harder. Here's some more coke for you.
In the image of God. But we're just going to design it to benefit white people. Yeah, a black person's only worth 3/5 of a person. They can't vote. They don't have rights. They're not even a citizen until 100-something years later. Women? Nah. They just need to make us more white babies and fold our underwear and clean our socks and make us dinner and just serve the man. That's their job. We're not going to let them vote till the early 1900s, till the women's suffrage movement. Let's look at the Catholic Church. How many thousands of young men have abused and molested little boys? Oh, look, white people, white men. The Baptist Church. Decades they covered up sexual assault. White men.
Truth.
Gun violence. 98% are men.
No. That says Antifa field commander. Get that shit right. Antifa field commander.
Men. The vast majority men. White men. U.S. citizens. I know it's shocking. Not drag queens. Not gay people. Not transgenders. White men. Nothing to see here. January 6th. Whiny little children with micro penises. Mediocre white men didn't like the result of an election. And they felt so emboldened that they put a gallows up that they were going to hang the vice president of the United States, beat officers, crush their vertebrae, PTSD, brain damage, heart attacks. Hey, they're patriots. Yeah. Woohoo! But a black man has the audacity to kneel before the American flag. He's a son of a bitch. How dare him? May he burn in hell. But if you beat police officers, hey, you know what? No problem. The white man convicted felon child molester, he's going to pardon them because, you know, we're not racist at all.
He's spitting the facts, though.
Every atrocity in this country has been white people.
Come on. Where's the lie?
We have to admit it, people.
Where's the lie, people?
When you go into an alcoholic meeting, what's the first thing they do? Hi, my name is XYZ, and I'm an alcoholic. And white people aren't willing to have that conversation. Do you know why? Because they don't want their privilege to go away. Right now, my wife gets mad at me because I get frustrated. You know what? And I am pissed off. Because people in Minneapolis right now are getting pulled over just because they don't look white or because they have an accent. The ICE agents are making fun of the woman that they murdered. Oh, your accent isn't like mine. Prove to me that you live here. Hey, you're not white. Prove to me that you live here, that you're a citizen. And if not, I'm going to handcuff you, drag you out of your car, and I'm going to put you in jail for 9 hours, and then it's going to release you with no due process. Nothing to see here, no paperwork. And in the last election, what happened, right? 77 million people went to the voting booth and voted for the white man. The rapist, the pedophile, convicted felon, cheats on his wife, calls women fat piggy, looks at naked girls in locker rooms, causes an insurrection, steals from cancer charities, has dinner with white supremacists, very fine people on both sides to white supremacists. Hey, yeah, I'm not racist. Oh, no. I just want to demonize the who? The immigrants. Oh, yes, the brown people. That's right. So if you're a brown person and you've been here for 30 years from Mexico and you're undocumented, which is a civil offense, we're going to zip tie you. We're going to embarrass you. We're going to handcuff you, throw you in U-Hauls naked, rip you out of cars. But if you're a rapist and a convicted felon and very likely a pedophile from Mexican Island and cause an insurrection, hey, you know what? You get to be president. Let me kiss your ass, white man. That's what it is.
He's spitting, baby. He's spitting.
The majority of people that voted for him are white. The only demographic that didn't vote for Zoran Mamdani were white people. The early polling in the James Tallarico race and Jasmine Crockett race, I know you're going to be shocked. The white people are going for him and Latino men. There's a little bit of misogyny in that demographic. You don't think it's a coincidence that not just that Harris lost, but that we've never had a woman president? You know, the greatest nation in the world, the beacon of a shining hill, where you too, if you're white, you can abuse women, call women fat and ugly, complain about an election being stolen that was never stolen, cause an insurrection, cheat on your wife, assault women, and you get to be president because, you know, we're totally not racist. We are. The media has failed us all across the aisle.
Preach, baby.
They don't talk about it at all. It doesn't matter if the Democrats or Republicans win. Do you know why people want Democrats to win? I'm going to tell you why. And I like their policies, okay? I'm an independent. White people want to kick the can down the road of white supremacy again. They don't want to have the hard conversation that I'm having right now. They want to go back into their privilege and have a normal way of life because they don't give a shit if black people are treated like crap or immigrants or Latinos or Latinas. They don't care.
Austin
doesn't affect me. Hey,
he lost at 6v1.
And you want to go back into not giving a shit. And that's why we're here. Because since 1619, white people have ignored the original sin of this country.
Facts.
While all the atrocities have happened to everybody that I just mentioned. Whoops, sorry. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect me. Even now, I've unfriended people and I don't care. You know what they're talking about? Oh, the traffic at school, Jan. Oh, it's really bad. Oh, you're so brave. Like, shut the hell up. You goddamn Karens. You privileged little twats.
He's spitting, baby.
They don't care. And when you look at people on the right, that's what they do, right? They appease to the uneducated, trailer park trash, white supremacist concepts of brains base, right? Example,
Tell him, baby.
What happened to Lincoln Riley was horrible. But you know the problem? There was 41,000 plus people that died from gun violence. Why did they pick her? None of the black people, none of the non-white people. Because it was a brown person from Mexico and it allowed them to be a racist.
Yeah, he's spitting, man. He's spitting.
Where did you see people on the right about George Floyd? Oh no, not George Floyd. Let's focus on the 7% of protests that were bad. Where were those same people about Ahmaud Arbery? A black man had the audacity to jog down a street while 3 white trailer park trash racist MAGAs shot him because, you know, how dare a black man go jogging? The audacity of the man. Oh, but Charlie Kirk, a racist piece of shit that talks about the great white replacement theory, that if you're a black pilot, you know, what do we do with him, right? We throw his ass up on a pedestal right next to Jesus Christ. Oh, let's put him on Air Force Two. Oh, let's wear freedom shirts. You don't give a shit about the other people. You didn't care about the children that were dead in the church. Thoughts and prayers. Well, Senator Hortman and her husband and her dog that were shot in her goddamn house. Thoughts and prayers. Uvalde, thoughts and prayers. Sandy Hook, thoughts and prayers. Who gives a shit? There's nothing we can do. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's a real shame that your kids were identified by those dental records. But you know what? Charlie Kirk, And then you people, what did you do? What did you whiny ass little bitches do? You went down to Starbucks and you said, how can I be the victim? How can I be famous and get 15 minutes of fame and make money off of YouTube videos? I'm going to record Starbucks not putting his name on my coffee cup. Oh, what'd you see? Tears. Oh, no, the world's coming to an end. And what did white people do, right? Oh, Jesus is coming. Bible sales went up 8 trillion%. Oh, it's the reckoning. Praise God. Oh, God is speaking to me. Hallelujah. But not a goddamn thing when over 8,000 black people were lynched or 1.4 million died in the Middle Passage.
Facts.
But the fucking man who stood for the white male patriarchy that wouldn't know Jesus if he showed up at his front door with the Bible, somehow that's a bridge too far and he's the victim.
I'm telling you, he owned it, man.
That's what it is.
He owned it.
He stood for the white male patriarchy.
John Brown energy right here.
Which brings us to the orange pig in the White House.
Yes, he's still going
Too many of this country were triggered by a black man in the White House instead of out in the fields picking their cotton. And their traditional family values, white. Let's be real. DEI, oh, you're not white. You must be stealing a white job. That's exactly what it is. CRT, oh, you're teaching about black history. No, it's just history. But they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear about all the horrible things that I just mentioned. Because it infringes on their version of American exceptionalism.
Come on.
And it's only been good for white people. And they want to keep it that way.
Oh, come on.
That's why the orange cookie took down slavery in the Smithsonian. That's why he puts up pictures of Robert E. Lee, that piece of shit that's rotting in hell that fought for slavery.
Listen, stop me when he says something that's incorrect. Everything that this man has been saying is the truth, right? It may hurt your precious white feelings, but this white guy is spitting straight facts in this motherfucker, right? This should be on Fox News playing nonstop. He is telling you everything he's telling you is absolute facts.
That's why Pete Hegseth, the alcoholic, who's paid a woman $50,000 for assaulting her, gave medals to the people that murdered the Lakota back in 1890. Because, 250 dead women and children versus, 10 dead soldiers because they were white? They must be patriots. We have to reward them because we have to make sure that we show that the white man is in charge. And what do you see right now with ICE? Let's be real. 95% of those or more, they're men. I would guarantee you they're exclusively MAGA supporters.
J6ers.
Insecure, mediocre white men with micro penises that need a gun to be a real man. That emotionally peaked in 7th grade.
Woo, tell it, man.
Maybe their mom's breastfed them too long. Maybe their dad didn't play catch with them. There's a lot of reasons these alpha males turn out this way. But they spend their whole life playing the victim of, someone's going to steal my gun. Don't tread on me. I don't care if your kid's shot by a gun, but just don't tread on me. They're all mediocre white men primarily. And they get off on shitting on brown people. Go look at the quotes, right?
God damn,
they're going to people's houses and asking them, hey, you're not the person I'm looking for, but do you know any of the people that speak Chinese?
Let them cook.
Oh, hey, sir, your accent isn't the same as mine. Prove that you're a citizen. They're racially profiling people. That's what they're doing. They get off on it because that's what the white man's done since 1619 and before. Is told everybody what to do. They're doing it in plain sight. And until white people decide to get off their lazy asses and get out of their privilege and be uncomfortable, nothing is going to change. White problem, we're the problem. Yes, in the words of Taylor Swift. We're the problem, it's us.
Come on.
Like it or not. And if you don't, then ship your ass back to England. Because as much as you don't want to hear it, this isn't our country. This belongs to the Native Americans.
Oh, shit. Back to England.
That's it. We're the problem. When are we going to admit it? When are we going to have the hard conversation? And this goes for people in the media. The bro podcasts on the left that want to debate MAGA, screw you guys. You're doing this country a great service. You're seeing the crap that's going on and you're like, can I be a whore to capitalism? Watch me yell it and own the MAGA. Ooh, I showed him. Oh, he debated him. What does that do? Not a goddamn thing.
He's spitting, baby.
You think the Democrats winning the midterms is going to fix anything? No. This is the problem. Until we decide to make this a priority and actually fix it, this country will never be great for everybody, and it has never been great for everybody. Have a white day.
I told you that boy spit straight fire, man, for 14 minutes and 6 seconds. He spoke more truth from his garage than anybody in the executive branch. Anybody out there in the fucking, any of these demons in Congress, especially the fucking Supreme Court, spitting straight facts from his garage. That's John Brown energy. Remember, only 3 to 5% of Americans were abolitionists. So everybody talked about, white people saved the slaves. Bullshit, man. Black people was out there running hard and pushing people to do more. But black people been rebelling. What he did is just speak the truth, man. He is speaking the truth from his garage and shaming everybody. If you was that superior, you would be able to speak the truth. But that's it. You cannot. You love the lies. Y'all love the lies, man. That's why you love Trump. Trump is a pathological liar. Shit, he lies even when the truth will help him. He lied about COVID. He could have just told the truth about that shit. But he wants to control everything. He wants to take credit for everything and accept responsibility for nothing. Because, like his white counterparts, that's what works. You can say what you want about Trump, but one thing he understands is how to wield that white supremacy and racism. He's the most powerful cult leader on earth. They love his ass. They built monuments to him. They built golden statues to this dude. Like fucking King Nebuchadnezzar. Golden fucking statues. Tattooed in their upper thigh meat. The only difference between Jim Jones and fucking Trump is Trump will charge you for the flavor aid before you drink it. And you'll pay for it happily. That's the difference. So we need white people because, listen, black people, it's not going to work. It's impossible for us to wake people up. If we could have woke white people up, we'd have woke them up centuries ago. It's got to be white people. We need more white on white crime. White people got to wake white people up to this delusion. Period. They got to get out here on these front lines. They got to get out here and fucking protest. They got to turn the heat up. They got to lead the fucking revolution. Yes, Paul for Equality is his name, guys. That's his name. The guy you heard, if you want to follow him on all of his profiles, Paul for Equality. That is his name. But you got to step out there, and that calls courage, man. Anybody who believes in what America could be, right? Not what it is, because you know this shit's pretty terrible, but what America could be. If you believe in what this country has a potential to be, then white people got to get out here and get it. Period. They got to get out here and lead the fucking way. Because we're doing our part. Black people showed up, man. We voted for democracy. We voted for harm reduction. 93% of black people voted for that powerful black woman. And your life would be far better off today if Kamala Harris was president. No matter how you feel about the Democratic Party, voting for Kamala Harris and having her in there would have been far better than this fool. I can be a better president than Trump. And that's really a damn shame. Because this man offered y'all nothing and he stole everything. Everything they touch turns to shit. But because of white privilege, they forgive everything. They forgave insurrection. How can you forgive insurrection, man? But you're giving out 30-year sentences for having anti-fascist literature? Sounds pretty fucking fascist. So that is where we are in the country. People got to wake up. As we approach this 250-year anniversary of the American experiment, you got to ask yourself, are we closer to an autocracy or a democracy in this country? That is the real problem. And people got to wake up, man. Yeah, listen, Donald Trump should have never been president. And a lot of these people in Congress should not be in Congress. You got motherfuckers in there with GEDs. People in here with no fucking type of, how can you write laws, but you don't even have a damn degree? It is crazy. Well, yeah, we need a lot more people protesting, though. Yeah, a lot of people are protesting because black people step back. Rightfully so. Black people are not going, because you see what happened when black people out there. Right? When black people protest, they lose their mind, right? They find some way to go snatch somebody up. That is why we cannot be out there in the middle of these protests. Because we see what those slave catchers do. Hey, the moment they see somebody black, they gonna lose their damn minds out there. And that's why black people got to stand back and stand by. It has to be led. This thing. It has to be pushed by white people. Yeah, you gotta get out there and do it. Let me see if I got that damn thing in here. Mm-hmm. But let's kick it off, man.
I'm going to say something that may seem controversial. I don't know. I've been we listening. You know, I just finished this book called.
Now, if you guys don't know who Nicole Hannah-Jones is, she is the author of the 1619 Project. Right? No, we didn't even finish it yet. We didn't do it. I'm gonna be doing. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm gonna join you in Philadelphia there, Boxcar. Yeah, based on some information I got today, man, I will see you out there.
The Nation That Never Was by a historian named Kermit Roosevelt. He's basically, you know, arguing that, and if we look at it in this 250th year, this is exactly the America that our founders put forth. And our founders, you know, the official white founders would not be in disagreement with Donald Trump and how Donald Trump is defining who Americans are. We certainly were not considered Americans or citizens. Indigenous people weren't. People of color in general were not. Americans were very narrowly defined as people who came from Europe, who can be racialized as white. And so we want to be like, oh, he's going against the very idea of America. I would argue that he's actually affirming in many ways the very idea of America, and that the America that we see today, as Professor Roosevelt argues, that's a product of the destruction of that old America. That's a product of the destruction of the America brought forth in 1776. And of course, the destruction comes in the bloodiest war in American history, the Civil War, and the Reconstruction Amendments, which then bring forth this America that we have today. And that's also then why we're seeing efforts to overturn, to delegitimize, say, the 14th Amendment and birthright citizenship, because that's a very different America than the America of the founding, actually.
There you go. And those are straight facts, guys. That's why we're here. So you've got to see, and listen, there's so many people that warn about that, you know, gave you warnings about what will happen if you put these people in charge that are not, you know, intelligent people.
What scares you?
What scares me most?
Yeah.
The level of profound science illiteracy in people who have control over laws and legislation of the land. That scares me the most, because that is a recipe for the unraveling of an informed democracy. And if that permeates around the world, it could dismantle civilization. And I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that, because the methods and tools of science are the way, it's the best way we've ever come up with as humans to establish what is objectively true in the world. And while you're establishing what is objectively true, you also end up establishing what is objectively false. If people have different belief systems, that's fine in a country that protects that. But if you have a belief system that I don't have, and you rise to power over laws and create a law based on your belief system, that is a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for the ending of the American system of governance.
What's scary?
Straight up. Right. And these are highly intelligent people. Something that Trump isn't. So when you come with like DEI scientists, you can never see him. He's an absolute master of his field. Name one person in the Trump administration smarter than that man. You can't. Because America loves to put criminals over intelligent black people. That's why we're in this shit show right now. That's why America is absolutely declining. Because of that. It's facts. It's facts over people's feelings. And that's why y'all getting y'all feelings. Many of fucking people tried to warn you what would happen. But they don't listen. Right? They do not listen. They still out here helping up these other demons and propping them up. That's why you're here. That's why you're dealing with that shit. Yeah, they in their feelings, man. They crying hard, man. Hey, but you know what? Continue to cry about it.
So it was shocking to you that we were behind academically?
Yeah.
Why do you think Trump's president? Do you know how many dumb people live in this country? Like, it's astounding. That's exactly why we have MAGA, because there's so many dumb people here. You know, when people talk about a literacy crisis, it's exactly in the red states that people fly over to get to somewhere better where MAGA lives. Like, that's the literacy crisis. It's fucking Oklahoma. Have you seen their school ratings? It's awful. Look, I learned about World War II like 17 times, but I did not learn about like indigenous slavery and colonization or anything like that. Like, I didn't learn about anything important. I learned whitewashed history 1,000 times. But maybe they want us dumb, because then we vote for people like Donald Trump. So it was
She been spitting facts too, man. She been spitting facts. She been, hey, that girl, listen, that's another white accomplice out there putting that work in. She really eat them the hell up. And talk about why these people are here. But since we talk about foolishness.
So, you know, you're asking me all of these questions because you're trying to get me. Okay, yeah, I might not have all of these little things that you remember, but what I know is common sense. And Biden's administration is not common sense.
So, ma'am, the reason why I picked you to come up to the microphone knowing that it'd be a disaster is because I think that you are a very accurate representation of where the right is at today in modern political discourse and American politics. I think that you and many others are clueless people who don't know what they're talking about, have done no previous investigation or research into the American political system, can't even name a bill that Biden passed that you disagree with, yet you think he's a devil, and blame Obama for all of your problems, including the FBI, quote unquote, going into the J6 riots 4 years after his administration was over. And I think that it is very important for you, me, everybody in the circle, and everybody watching at home to start caring about the world that we live in, start caring about critical thought, and doing investigative research into our beliefs and why we believe them before our world has gone to this of baseless claims, propaganda, and just putrid nonsense that is highlighted in the mouths and brains of politicians, the president, and cable news. It's important for us to think critically, and that's something that I don't think you do. So,
yeah, and so, hey, my man, listen, Brad got something for everybody. He's in there with his blinders on, with a cheerleader, man. We know you got the tattoo in your upper thigh meat. Cry harder about it. All right, that's why you're in here talking about people inferior, man. Listen, you're not an alpha male, bro. I hate to be the one to tell you. Alpha males do alpha male shit. You in here crying like a little beta. Can't handle the truth. Upset in his feelings because, oh boy, he hit you below the belt, huh? Because, you know, you're having some erectile dysfunction problems. Hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Black people are not going anywhere. Take as long as you need with that. No matter what lies they tell you on Fox Fake Ass News, OAN, or Newsmax, we are built for adversity. We've taken the worst this country has, and this ain't it. We've got past chattel slavery, the Middle Passage, and the Civil War. We're not going nowhere. I know you want to do this shit like Argentina, but you're not going. It's not going to end up like Argentina. That's not happening. So we got way too much shit, way too much heat for any of that to happen. We're not going nowhere. Take as long as you need with that. And know that it's about to be going down. You're going to see this country continue to slide until people wake up. These billionaires are stealing money left and right from the fucking federal government. Yeah, it's crazy right now, man. It is absolutely crazy. Now, I would say that we're going to dive more into that book, but that will be something we're going to do later because I got a lot of shit jumping off. I may talk about some of it and do some recaps tomorrow, but after tomorrow, man, I'm going to be really probably in the field. There's a lot of shit going on this week, and I want to cover it, so I'm going to have to be boots on the ground. So we'll be out there doing it. Yeah, listen, man, we're not going nowhere, man. We let them know. That's it. Hey, they cannot stop us, baby. They cannot stop us. Hey, it's black liberation forever in this bitch. And remember, boys and girls, whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy.
They erased names, rewrote history, divided families, poisoned communities, and sold lies as freedom, black America. How many generations must disappear before we finally wake up?
They told us entertainment was enough. They told us surviving was winning.
Meanwhile, schools decline.
Community suffered, and another generation grew up disconnected from history. Black America.
Wake up before they bury another generation.
Teach the children truth before the system shapes them.
Learn the history they tried to erase from education. Build unity.
Build ownership.
Build ownership.
Build stronger foundations.
Black America.
Wake up
before they bury
another generation.
They took Africans from kingdoms and villages, packed them inside slave ships, chained them for months across the Atlantic Ocean. Millions died before even reaching American soil. Families were separated forever. Children were sold away from mothers. Men were beaten for reading books. Women were assaulted without justice. Slave owners built wealth from free labor, while black bodies were treated like property under American law. After slavery ended in 1865, freedom still did not arrive. Equally, black Americans faced black codes, lynching, segregation, and Jim Crow laws. Schools were separated, neighborhoods were separated, hospitals were separated, voting rights were blocked through intimidation, literacy tests and violence. Entire black towns were burned to the ground, like Tulsa in 1921, where successful black businesses were destroyed by racist mobs. The government created redlining policies that denied black families home loans and wealth building opportunities. Highways were built through black neighborhoods. Factories left cities, and unemployment rose. Drugs flooded communities during the crack epidemic, while prisons expanded across America. Sentences for crack cocaine were far harsher than powder cocaine, even though both were forms of the same drug. Millions of black men disappeared into prisons, while families struggled without fathers and sons.
They told us entertainment was enough. They told us surviving was winning.
Meanwhile, schools decline.
Community suffered, and another generation grew up disconnected from history. Black America.
Wake up before they bury another generation.
Teach the children truth before the system shapes them.
Learn the history they tried to erase from education. Build unity.
Build ownership.
Build ownership.
Build stronger foundations.
Black America.
Wake up before they bury another generation.
The civil rights movement brought change through sacrifice. People marched, protested, and died, demanding equal treatment under the law. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and many others spoke about education, economics, and self-respect. Yet decades later, many black communities still face underfunded schools, police violence, poverty, health disparities, and limited access to opportunity. Social media spreads distractions faster than knowledge. Music corporations profit from promoting violence, division, and destruction, while ownership stays in the hands of executives far away from the neighborhoods affected by the messages. Black consumers spend billions every year, yet much of that money leaves the community instead of circulating to create businesses, jobs, and property ownership. History is often shortened inside classrooms. Many students learn little about African civilizations, invented scientists, or economic achievements. Some grow up believing slavery is the beginning of black history instead of understanding the depth of African cultures before colonization. Without knowledge of history, many young people lose identity, direction, and confidence.
Communities cannot survive without fathers present, mothers supported, children educated, and neighbors united. Political promises alone
will not save future generations. Real change requires discipline,
financial literacy,
education,
land
ownership, voting awareness, and community organization.
Wake up now,
study the past now,
protect the youth now,
build the future now,
before another generation
disappears into prisons.
Poverty, violence, and hopelessness.
Every generation receives a warning. Every generation faces a choice. Remain divided and distracted, or rebuild families, knowledge,
and economic strength together.
Black America.
The future depends on what happens now.
History already showed the consequences of silence,
division, and ignorance.
The next generation is watching and waiting for leadership.